Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today I'm going to be creating with you my art journal travel box where I keep all my art journaling travel goodies in, and I'll share what I've packed in it at the end. So I'm starting with one of the nesting boxes from Disillusions, and I've just pasted down this stencil on to the surface of it. I haven't prepped this box in any way. You could put gesso on it if you wanted to. It didn't worry me too much. And I'm just going in with scribble sticks and filling in the gaps. Nice, bright, happy colours because I really sort of wanted this rainbowish um, hair to sort of flow out from this stencil. It's one of the new stencils from Dina Wakely called Proud Woman. Any open stencil will work though to do something similar. You've got a bit of neon going in there, a bit of purple. Um, I'm not necessarily thinking about all my colours too much. I know they're sort of rainbowish. They're probably going to mix together in a weirdish way. But if you're light with your application of water, it'll look okay. So with all the other spaces of my stencil, I'm going in with my Posca paint pen and using some really, really scribbly lines. And I want to do this to give sort of a hand-drawn effect to my stencil. I'm then going in with a spray bottle and spraying out the scribble sticks and activating them, and just helping them move along with the paintbrush a little bit. I probably could have left my black paint marker to dry a little bit longer, which is why I sort of got that flood of black. However, it just gives a really nice shadow to the face as well, so I wasn't particularly concerned about it. Because I didn't seal the box, you can sort of see I've got that waterline happening with it as well. Now, I did know that was because it was still quite wet. It was going to take a little while to dry. But again, that didn't necessarily bother me all that much. So if that really concerns you in the picture, probably sealing your artwork beforehand is going to help you prevent doing that. So with what I've got over it, I've decided to, I actually really liked how the scribble sticks has sort of flowed outside the area of her hair, sort of give that sort of watercolory effect. I decided to extend it out a little bit further, just touching up with the scribble sticks and sort of flowing it out a little bit. I then go around with sort of some clean-ish water and just soften the edges out as well. So you can sort of see where that water is going in, it's leaving a bit of a mark. As I said before, that will dry off. So I am using my heat gun to speed that up, and you can sort of see it disappearing there. If you are a more patient person than I, and left it overnight, it would be fine. I just wanted to keep playing with it because I was having fun. So once I have finished that, I'm just going back in with my black Posca pen and adding some extra line work and details, a bit more shading, a little bit more darkness to it, some white highlights. You notice I added a little bit of extra colour to the face as well. I then decided I want to do some splats of colour, and I decided I'd keep going with the scribble sticks. I didn't use my usual splat tool to do this. You can see me reverting to it at the end. But again, it sort of gave that rainbow chaos, which I was really enjoying. So while it wasn't necessarily my favourite type of splatter, it actually worked out really well. Once I'd finished that, I then wanted to label my box. So I grabbed out my alphabet stencils and just stenciled in Dina. So the reason I've done this, I've used a previous box to put stencils in, A5 stencils, and I named that box. So I thought, well, I might as well go with the naming of the boxes and what product's going to be in it. So I've gone in with my stencils. I've put a warm grey highlight around, low light, sorry, around it, shadow around it, and then I've put a little bit of a highlight with the white pen. Because I had a little bit of space left, I decided I wanted to put in another word, but I thought Dina Life would be good. Hashtag Dina Life, because I do use a lot of Dina stuff in what I do. I love her paints. I just have success with them. I love the colour palettes that they come in. It just sort of sits nicely with what I usually use. So it's a win all round. Because the edges of this were quite plain, I decided I would decorate it with some more. I could have painted it, but these awesome collage papers from Dina as well, all these collage faces, came in strips. So there were obviously some big pictures, but I quite like the strips, and they were just the right size. I trimmed them down a little bit, and I could keep them along the side, but I just thought instead of writing along the sides, I could just have that sitting out on my shelf, and I can sort of identify what is going to be in it. So I'm just using some clear gel, and then I am painting underneath and then over the top, and just sort of matching up to try and get as much of those faces in as possible. The thing I like about this gel medium is that it's sort of movable, so it doesn't glue it down straight away, that you've got a little bit of that room to move, which is really, really good. And you can sort of see how nicely that's coming up along the side. So continuing it round, in the packet of papers you get 2 sheets of each design. So there's enough, if you sort of run out of space, there's enough to go back and fill it in. Again, just sort of putting the edges around. I do like to dry it off as I go along. It's not 100% dry, but it's dry enough that I can sort of leave it on its end like this. It's not going to get too tacky and stick to the ground. And it's still maneuverable, but I can get on with what I'm doing. And again, that's probably because I'm highly impatient and I should probably just wait and let things dry, but that's just never going to happen with me in around really. Just to hide some of the edges, I did pretty well with the edges, but I just thought I wanted to have a little bit of a border around this, so I just grabbed out my black marker and went around. It's a slightly beveled edge on the box, so I just followed that beveled edge and put on a little bit of a border. I find using stuff like paint pens a lot easier to do this, because if I tried to do it with paint, it would be an absolute disaster. With the black pen as well, I just went around the edges of the boxes, and if there's any sort of overlap bits of tissue, I decided to match them up. So that's how quick and easy it was to make that box. It really didn't take me long, about half an hour all up. I love that design in the front. It just really captures all those beautiful colours and the fun that I have using these products. So here is what I pack in my travel kit. I wonder what I've got in my new Dina travel box. So this is what I took on my recent holiday. Scribble sticks. Took them in the tin. Pink tape, which was released last release. This little beauty, which fits beautifully into this. That is donated by my daughter. So it's a watercolour for mixed media. And oh my goodness, I've been having so much fun. You might be able to spot some newbies in here as I flip through. Okay, and this is why I've got the pink tape in here. We've got 2 new stencils, already well loved. So this lady, which is how I made the thing on the front. Quotes. Gorgeous new stampies. Didn't take these with me, but I did pre-stamp them, so I could sit in my hotel room colouring them in with my scribble sticks. And then obviously a paintbrush or 2 and amazing collage sheets, which I've used on the side of my box. Give a gorgeous little border, but also you saw in here, I've stuck them down into my books as well. Love this one. So something really quick and easy. So if you all ever wonder what I put in my travel boxes, this is it. This is what I'll be traveling with in future. Hope it inspires you to make your own little travel box using the wonderful Ranger box lids. Till next time, bye for now.